Hey, how's it going?
Good. Welcome back.
October the 21st, 2024. We're back at Kumiko Coffee Shop.
Kumiko.
With Kumiko. Drinking Kumiko.
I always say it's my shop, but it's not.
Hey, you can pull it off.
I can pull it off. Yeah.
It's good to see you again.
It's good to see you. You've been gone.
I've been gone, yeah.
Since our last podcast.
22 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that last second dump where I dropped all the videos all at once.
Yeah, and then you were gone.
And then I was gone. Yeah. And then I just got back yesterday. Still a little jet lag, but things are going good.
You just have to work through it. You can't go to sleep.
Yeah, no. Well, that's why we're podcasting right now, right? Because what was it? I was like, oh, let's go take a nap. And you're like, nope, can't take a nap. So instead, let's go open magic cards.
Because someone has to go back to work.
Thankfully, I have 2 more days. So,
Yeah.
well, today, tomorrow, and then I go back to work. So,
Okay.
yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, so I was in Japan for
Yeah.
1 month. Well, 22 days. No, actually more than that. Yeah, about a month. Because I had like 3 days on the front end and then 2 days on the back end. Yeah, so it's been right at like maybe 28, 29 days. But I just completed the Head Ministers Qualification Course for the Tenrikyo Fate.
You passed.
I passed. Yeah, I had to take an exam, tested me, and let me tell you that Japanese, the Japan testing system.
Yeah.
Man, that's a big mind game. It really is.
All essay.
It was crazy. Well, yeah, it was essay and a demonstration, but they took it so serious.
Yeah, I would think they would.
I can see that. I can see what they talk about because, like, I've taken tests before for the military and for the government.
Yeah.
And so I'm pretty good at tests. Like, I've been through them before. It was just the atmosphere, the atmosphere they created in Japan around tests. Like, they were so formal about it.
Did you have to sit by yourself and then like far apart
Yes.
from everybody else?
Yes, everything you can think of it. You had your own card. They had a testing card with your name on it and a number, and then you had to go into the other room. Only take your pencil, only take your pens, or only take your pencil, only take your eraser, and then go straight to the desk that has your number on it. And then you sit down, and then you start taking the exam. And well, first they hand you the sheet, and then the sheet has your number on it, and you're not allowed to turn it over. And then you start. And when you're done, you leave the room.
How long do you have to take the test?
So it was 4 examinations.
Okay.
So the first examination was 50 minutes.
Okay.
Then we had a 10-minute break. And then the second examination was 50 more minutes. And then we took a break. And then the third examination was the practical, where we actually had to show them that we had competency in the service stance. And then the fourth was finally the interview, where they just basically asked you, like, why do you want this? What are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do with the power once we vest it onto you?
You're going to share it.
I'm going to share it. I'm going to bring salvation to everybody. Bring it to my family.
Well, congratulations. You did more than I have ever done.
It's not about doing more than anybody else. It's just about setting goals and accomplishing it. Yeah. So.
And you're home. Now you're home.
I'm home. Yeah. I got home. It set a speed record getting home.
That was amazing.
14 hours. Yeah. 14 hours from.
Did it feel like 14 hours?
From Japan to Houston. Huh?
Did it feel like 14 hours?
It went smoother than I was expecting. Yeah. So I had like. It was like 9 hours of flying, and then business class seats, so I'm in it, I'm sleeping, getting acclimated, and then we land in Los Angeles, and it's still dark. It's 5:30 to 6 a.m. Yeah, it's still dark, and then I managed to catch the flight to Houston about 2 hours later, and then 3 hours, and then I'm in Houston.
Oh wow!
It was right at about 14 hours. So,
it's amazing.
Yeah, it was. It's kind of a miracle when you think about it.
You're like, am I like in a daze right
Well,
now?
the thing is, the route we take, okay, so the thing is that I didn't fly tonight, right? So I actually, I took a cargo route, right? So I was able to ride along with it, and they take the northern route, right? So we take off from Los Angeles, and I think most of the Japanese flights, like, they're ETOPS, the extended twin engine operation flights.
Okay.
So they'll go to Japan via Hawaii. then they can go for an extended period of time over water because they're certified.
Okay.
But the cargo planes aren't. So we actually have to hook it north over Alaska, and then we actually like touch the Russian airspace. We do.
Is that touch and go for a bit? Because
no deviations to the right. Yeah, because you'll be coming down, and then I'll go up to the cockpit and look at it sometimes. Since I'm a jump seater, I'm part of the crew, and basically they'll have their iPads set up, and they'll go ahead and they'll have the airspace, and then they'll have red airspace like marked up, like prohibited, don't go this way, and we're like barely touching it because they have an air route. So I don't know if it's the government's coordinating to try to keep the trade routes clear through the war zone or what, but you basically have like an airway that we're on, and then you'll have the Russian airspace, the war zone basically, going right up to it.
Wow.
So literally it feels like a right wingtip is like touching it. But yeah, I mean it's pretty serious. Like, people are like, oh yeah, you're on vacation to Japan. Like, no, this was a big thing. Like, I had to go and skirt Russian airspace to like to go get this taken care of.
You see all the red laser lights come.
I'm not here for a party, man. I'm here to like take care of some stuff. I want a mission from God. So.
You completed your mission. Well, good. I'm glad you made it back.
Yeah.
I think everybody is glad you made it back.
Yeah, I think so.
But while you were away,
I see this.
something came out.
I have Magic the Gathering.
Yep, the newest
I see it.
theme.
Wow, look at you. You were such a boss.
I didn't go right away either because
Yeah.
I figured, Target, they are a little delayed
Yeah.
in getting all this out. So one day, I think it was like was it right before you left or right after you left?
Right.
And I messaged you saying, hey, are these all the commanders that you're like, there's 4? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I got them all.
And we just barely came off of Bloomberg. So we just barely came off of cute hamsters and rabbits and squirrels, fighting in the backyard. Oh, that was so adorable. I love the Bloomberg stuff.
Yeah.
And now we have House of Horror. We basically have
Ready for Halloween.
Magic the Gathering versus Magic the Gathering meets like VHS 80s horror classic. Or what is it? 80s horror VHS.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's essentially like what it is. So, so you got the 4 commander decks, and, so here they are, which is amazing. And then you got the big one, you got the chase one. So this is the one that everybody wants, the Vagabond, which I think it retails for like 40 something, $40, 45, and I think right now it's currently going for like 90.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there's a few decks, commander decks. They make them like to chase commander decks, but it's the one that everybody wants. So there's like this one, and then if you can't get a hold of this one, then you have the 3 runners. but of course we just get all 4.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, might as well, right?
Yeah, well, if you can find them, because you're an expert at finding them. I mean, you're really good. You'll go, like, all the targets know you by first name.
I go where nobody goes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And, Target probably has, like, that thing set up to where, they track you, right? So, like, how did this girl suddenly get fascinated with Magic, right? Like,
It's like she doesn't look like she plays it.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't look like she plays it.
I don't.
And then you got the Animatal. So I actually played against this one. Right? I actually played against this one right before I left.
Oh,
Yeah, and this
okay.
one's a monster. This girl, so I'll show her close. So you have Animatal, right? And they brought her back. It was a really old commander deck, like an Esper deck. And, the whole idea is like basically, human wizard. So, but she's supposed to be like, I don't know, I think she's supposed to be like the female version, like Freddy Krueger. She's so
innocent.
She looks so innocent, but she's like a kid, and she's in your dreams, and she's like changing and warping things, and yeah, so they brought her back. So the lore's pretty good, and then you have you got one of the commander.
Yes.
I'm sorry, not the commander, the collector booster, and then we got the play booster right here. So there you go, and then finally we got the bundle.
Yes.
All right, so I think we're gonna open one.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Let's go ahead and open the bundle. Oh, I love those cards. Thank you. Yeah. So it was so funny.
It's your reward for
completing. So before we get into the opening, I wanted to say that like we got a little bit of drama in the MTG universe, right? So, I'm over in Japan doing my lessons, and then of course I got my data plan. It's I got like a Japanese local SIM card, so, but I'm still getting text messages. The thing is that unless they're texting from like a Samsung phone, I'm actually not getting them. Yeah, it's like you gotta decode this, you gotta download the text message, right?
Okay.
So my play group that I play with,
Yeah.
they're texting each other, and I'm not even seeing the text. And then when I finally get back into the US, I open it up, and then all the text download, and it's all of them just complaining about the power levels of decks, and decks are too powerful, and this card, and whatever.
Oh, for this.
So what happened was that right before I left, apparently there was like some higher level drama that took place, but Wizards of the Coast, the rules committee, well, you have a totally unaffiliated branch of Wizards of the Coast, they called the rules committee, and they're basically like their own group of people, right? I guess I don't even know what the equivalent would be, but they're like the advisory group, right? That's been trusted to make the rules and set a direction of the commander format. Well, they banned 3 cards, and 2 of the cards that they banned were one of the most highly sought after, one of the most expensive cards in Commander that people were actively buying. That Wizards had actually just recently printed and released as chase cards. So anyway, they banned the Mana Crypt and they banned the Jewel Lotus, which were some high dollar cards, and meaning that you can't play with them anymore. And not only can you not play with them anymore, the values just dropped. They plummeted. So it just launched off this entire conversation about power levels of the cards, what cards should go into what decks, what decks are too powerful. I mean, it just set this whole thing off. And it was just the wildest thing.
Yeah.
So.
And you have those cards?
I have one of each.
Oh.
And yes, I did buy them. I bought the Mana Crypt for $150. And I bought the Jewel Lotus for like 60 something. Yeah.
Ouch.
There were guys that bought like 12 copies of them. Yeah, so yeah, ouch. So it created a lot of drama because now you're asking yourself like, well, what's the value of these cards really? If they could just ban them.
Yeah.
And then the second thing, because we had that conversation way back in the day about how these cards would actually be money, but not really. And then
now it kind of proves that it is.
well, it's like, okay, it by them banning those 2 cards, there's one that definitely needed to be banned. But by them banning the other 2, it shows that either they didn't even really know what direction these cards were going as far as like their value, their proxy value of money. Because we always argued that they were like a replacement for cards, right? Like, and Wizards of the Coast could be like the bank. Okay, so let's just imagine it's a bank and it's cutting out bonds, right? That's redeemable for a certain amount of money, made doable or made good by the Bank of Wizards of the Coast.
Okay.
In this case, the bank and its value that is guaranteeing the cards or the bonds against is the customer base of the people who play Magic the Gathering, and their bank accounts are Wizards of the Coast bank's accounts.
Yeah.
So it's a very tight parallel, right? It's a loosely held thing. By the rules committee banning these 2 cards, they basically made their own bond invalid and said, okay, we issued this, but now we're not honoring it. So it shows that either they had it and they let it go, or they had it and they never even really knew what they had, and they let it go either way. Either way, it wasn't a good direction.
Yeah. So now is there a rule of how powerful?
So Wizards has actually disbanded the rules making committee. Yeah, they're out. So it was, and this was a committee that's been around for decades, since Commander was a thing. So they're gone, and Wizards of the Coast took over the rulemaking. They're taking over the rules, and now what they're proposing is they're proposing a tiered structure for the cards, meaning that you can have a deck that's going to fall in one of 4 levels, and I think it's just going to create hell. Well, because I'm not going to name names, but we have somebody in our play group that's advocating for the exact same thing.
Yeah.
They've been advocating for these. So, in a way, Oh, look at that dog, so cute. It is a big dog. Yeah. So in a way, he's been a little bit ahead of the curve because everything he's been proposing, Wizards has actually adopted. So he's actually a smart guy. I was just never really for the whole tiered deck structure.
Yeah.
But now it looks like we're going to get it whether we like it or not.
He's manifesting it.
That's
Open
cool.
the bundle.
Well, first let's show you artwork. So it shows a guy from the Wizards universe with a little radio, with a little, what is that, like a monster in the background? He's around here somewhere, guys.
It's just, it's around here.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Okay.
tell me where.
All right, it's undone.
It's
The seal is
open.
broken. All right. Yeah, oh man, look at that. That's beautiful artwork.
That's creepy.
That is creepy. Look at that. They got the twins from The Shining on there, and then they got the Magic the Gathering TV, the VHS TV with the round ears, right there. Oh, that's adorable. So here's a box. Here's a guy. He's around here somewhere. And then there's a close-up. I can't tell if it's a guy or a girl. They're really going for that, like that asexual artwork. That, oh, you know what? It's like Rocky Horror.
Oh.
Yeah, they really. It's like the Rocky Horror. The protagonist.
Yeah.
So anyway, so open it up, and then let's see what we have. We have the oversized dice.
Pretty.
It is. It is. Look at that. That's like
It's like a combination of green and purple.
It's like you're looking into the looking glass. And then you have
Kind of lightweight.
the anti-theft. Yeah, it is, right? They're hollowing them out, man. God, what a bunch of cheapskates, dude. God, they're just like taking back the value. Like no more 4 lands.
Yeah.
You know, now you only get 4 of each. You know, you don't even get the foils anymore. And then, where's the literature? We don't even have the literature anymore. It used to tell you what it was.
Isn't it usually inside the cards now? Like the individual cards?
So this used to tell you what it was all about. So the one from Bloomborough was like, oh, this is the reimagining of the characters through the lens of Magic the Gathering. But now you just get the Shining Twins.
That's right. It used to be a folded, like it was folded in 4.
It was folded, yeah. It wouldn't even fit.
Interesting.
They're just dialing back on everything.
Yeah.
And they're banning it.
This almost looks like a movie, what do you call it? A movie poster?
Yeah. Hang it up in your room.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Face your fears, all of them. At once.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
So we got some art cards here. So we got some stuff going on here. We got the, looks like the guy stepping through the door on this one right here.
Uh-huh.
And then it looks like we got the battle against the nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know, it's really dramatic.
You know what that reminds me of? Is the Wizard of Oz. Those little creatures.
Oh, the flying monkeys
Uh-huh.
from the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, you got the final showdown against it. You know, I really wish they had more literature.
I bet it's inside these cards and they count it as one card. Remember they started doing that? They started putting things inside each of the decks.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is a like
Yeah,
wait.
clues as to what's going on with the deck, rather than you just go onto
Yeah,
the
and then they
Magic the
counted
Gathering
it as
website.
one card.
Right. Okay, let's break into them. Let's see what we have. All right. So this is our first pack right here. And,
How many are there?
Huh?
How many packs?
How many? I think 9, right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow.
Yeah. Well, maybe, but not really, because these are the new play boosters, remember? So they only have 14 cards versus 15.
Okay.
So we're 9 cards short. You know, overall. They just know how to.
the price goes up.
The price goes up, but they bring it down. Okay, we're going into it. All right. So I don't know anything about the set. I don't know what the chase card is. Or anything. Oh my God! Look at that. That's a flying eyeball. Look at that.
It got detached.
What is that?
Yeah.
Look at that. That is a flying eyeball right there.
They got detached from someone.
Okay. So here we go. So we got some. Oh my God! Look at that artwork. Piranha Possessed Ghost, Bedhead Bestie.
Oh no. That's my That is a nightmare.
Bear trap. Inquisitive glimmer. Who thinks of this stuff? Defiant survivor. Exorcism. Exercise.
Wait, Defiance the Survivor? Is that like a zombie?
So let me see. So she's a creature. She's a human survivor. It's survival. At the beginning of your second main phase, if the Defiant Survivor is tapped to manifest dread. So it says, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other onto your graveyard. Turn it face up anytime for its mana cost, if it's a creature card. Exercise. Rip Spawn Hunter. So it looks like Ghost Hunters. A little bit of a Ghostbusters kind of vibe to it. And then
It's a foil.
yeah. Oh look, it's a new type of land. So it enters tapped unless the player has 13 or less life. Oh, that is amazing. Yeah, because that's really when your back's against the wall. And then we got Get Out. It's an instant. Choose one. Counter target creature enchantment spell. Return 1 or 2 creature cards and enchantments you own to your hand. Let me go ahead and show them off here. Show off the artwork. So there we go. You see, is it zooming in?
Yeah.
I don't know. It looks like. I don't know. I don't think it's zooming in actually. Let me see. It doesn't look as clear as it should.
I think it's the light in the background.
Is it the light in the background? No, it's a zoom. I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna actually hold them more out.
Yeah.
What?
Maybe it's trying to focus on us.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, because it's a front-facing camera. So there's the artwork. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating.
I don't know if I like the.
Yeah, it's a
boring.
big difference between Bloomburrow. You know, now it's like Get Out. It's like I think there's supposed to be like references, like movie references going on.
Oh, okay. So that explains the whole. It looks like a movie poster.
Yeah, like I said, it's like Magic the Gathering versus VHS horror. You know. So we got Cryptid Inspector, Creeping Peeper. Oh, it's so funny. Acrobatic cheerleader. What is going on here?
She's upside down.
Yeah, she's jumping over him. Oh, is she supposed to be like the high school girl that gets like caught up and then she uses her like abilities to like.
Probably.
Okay, so here's a new type of room. New type of card. So they call them rooms. So you can cast either side for its casting cost.
Okay.
And then if you cast one side, then the other side's locked. And then if you satisfy the conditions, you can unlock the room.
Oh.
That is not confusing at all one bit, right? You got Final Vengeance, Spineseeker Centipede. Oh my god, look at that artwork. That's amazing. Even the names are just crazy. Clockwork Percussionist, they got the monkey with the the drum.
The chocolate toys.
Coordinated Clawborn. Fear of Isolation. God, look at that. That is wild. Oh, we got another
one.
Yeah, Painter Studio and Defaced Gallery. That is amazing. Blood Brute Spinner. Dude.
Oh,
Twitching. Oh, that is creepy. What is going on here?
Spider toy.
Ghostly Dancers. Oh my god, that's
so there's
amazing.
at least 2 foils in...
Oh, this is a good pack. Yeah, it's 2 foils, huh? Two rares.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the things Bloomburrow got a lot of criticism about was that there wasn't enough mythics. So what they did was they showed off a bunch of mythics and said, hey, these are like the greatest cards ever. But then the pull rate on them was like non-existent. Yep, here's another room. So that's the Painter Studio and Defaced Gallery. So, I think as they get closer, I think they get blurrier as they get closer. I think this is a good distance. Yeah. Oh, there's our doll. That's crazy. Who thinks of that
stuff?
stuff?
What they did was they took the head off of the girl and they put the little cat head on it. Here's the head of the...
Yeah. So it's a porcelain head. Oh, look, it's another rare too. So you got 3 of them. Oh, no, that's it. It's a spider toy. Wow. That is crazy. There's that artwork right there. Let me read you a bedtime story.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. So let's talk more about my church trip as we like open these cards, right?
They're gonna fly out.
Somewhere my uncle's like, see, I knew it. I knew it. It's like, no, you just weren't there during the Bloomberg days. Okay, so we got Bashful Bestie.
These look different.
Yeah, they do look different, huh? From what? Like the artwork?
Yeah, from the ones that you just opened. They look different.
You talking about the print quality?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
These look crisper.
Yeah, these are rougher. These look rougher, and this got more of a. This has more of a, like a matte finish, and this has more of a clear finish to it. Huh.
It's interesting.
That quality control. Bashful Bestie, Tunnel Surveyor. So we got like a human detective.
Is that a bear?
Yeah, it looks like. So what is it? It's a. When Tunnel Survivor enters, create a 1/1 white glimmer attachment creature token. So it's like a glimmer. It's like an illusion that he's casting. That looks like a bear, and it's like, I guess it's like prancing the head to like. Yeah, I think it's like prancing the head to like check him out. So he's like on the ground, and he's like, "Hey, go! You go first." Emerge from the cocoon. What are they even thinking on this
Sorcery.
one? Yeah, but it's like a woman coming from the cocoon,
The beard.
turn inside out. Fanatic of the Harrowing. Monstrous Emergence.
I don't want any of these cards.
Ethereal Armor. Oh, this is a good card. +1/+1 for each enchantment you control from your first strike. Fear of Exposure. Enchantment creature Nightmare. Norwin, Swift Survivalist. Legendary creature Human Coward. Norwin, Swift Survivalist can't block, and whenever a creature you control becomes blocked, you may exile it. You may play this card. You may play that card from exile this turn. Oh, okay. So I guess the whole idea is that instead of the creature dying, you can recast it. Nowhere to Run. Demonic Council. Search your library for a demon card, so reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. Huh. So it's like a tutor. Here's another dual land, Neglected Manor. It enters tapped unless the player has 13 or less life. Fear of Immobility. So it's an enchantment creature Nightmare. When it enters, tap up to one target creature. And then here's our art card. Dude with knife. What is this? It's got Rocky Horror vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, total Rocky Horror. Winter, misanthropic guy. That's who the character was in the Rocky Horror.
Was it?
Yeah, he was just basically like that weird dude who was like, "Oh yeah, come into my house, like check out what's going on." Did you ever watch that show, that movie?
I think I've seen bits and pieces.
I got dragged to the Rocky Horror Experience
Really?
one time. Yeah, where everybody like dresses up and
They play the part.
they play the parts. Yeah, they reenacted. I mean, I think it was okay, but like,
Did you dress up?
no, hell no. I just went to it once, but no, I never dressed up or anything like that. It's just, it's just cool to do it once, just to say you did it. That's it. So there's the artwork. There's our Emerge from the Cocoon. There's our detective bear. And which one is his? Bashful Bestie. Look at that artwork. That's like a like one of the like Japanese creatures, the multi-headed Yeti.
It's gotta always be demented, right? The Japanese version.
Yeah, I think so.
That was another art card.
Let's see. Man, it takes a while to go through these.
It does.
It does, yeah. So, I mean, remember back
So
in the
maybe
day?
it's good that's -9.
Hurry up and end the misery. Well, it's like remember when we first got in and I was like lovingly reading each and every
2 hours hours later.
2 hours later, 10 viewers later, Spectral Snatcher. So, oh, look at that. That looks, man, imagine watching that coming down that hallway towards you.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
No, thank
Look
you.
at that. Let me see. Oh my god. What are these names? You know, they sound like songs in a punk album. And like a heavy metal punk album. It sounds like it could be songs. Unable to scream. It's worse and worse. Like, what is going on?
Oh my gosh, this is something in the...
No repeats.
No repeats, yeah.
No repeats, yeah. Each one's different. Hands at feet. Innocuous Rat. Cackling Slasher. Oh, look at that one.
Flasher.
Slasher. Under the Skin. Oh, that is cool. Dude, what are these people thinking? Look at that. Unwanted Remake. Paranormal Analyst. Growing Dread. Oh, there he is. So, Winter Misanthropic Guide. Board 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws 2 cards. And then, as long as there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard, each opponent's maximum hand size is equal to 7 minus the number of those card types. Alright. And then Fear of Imposters. So, let's go ahead and get the art. Let's go ahead and get the artwork here. You know, I think the channel is good for like people that are like kind of interested, you know, but they don't want to like go too deep into the cards because like some of these channels that like you know, talk about these cards, they go too deep into it. You know, they like pop it up on the screen, they talk about each one for 5 minutes. But I think if you're not interested and you just want like a quick overview, then you can just like blast them out, you know, and just be like, yeah, if you're interested, you can find out more. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think that's a perfect distance.
I wonder if this will help people decide if to go into the bundles or not.
I feel like the bundles are the best deals.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, because you get the product, and then you can get a commander deck, and then you can use from the cards from the commander deck to solve the bundle. So, how much was it?
50 something.
50, huh? They're going up.
Yeah.
No art card on this one. Oh, we got a mythic. I saw it. The only mythic so far. So we got Boiler Bilgeous Ripper. So I guess a dude that hangs out in the boiler room. Resurrected Cultist. Say its name. Dude, what is going on with this artwork? Wow. We got a room here. Meat Locker, Drown Diner. Oh, here's the twins. There they are.
And they're like fraternal twins. They're not identical twins.
Yeah, you're right. This card feels a little different. It feels smoother, waxier.
Yeah. It's interesting how they printed that.
Oh, here's our mythic, Unholy Heat. It deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. But then Delirium, it deals 6 damage instead. If there are 4 more creature types among cards in your graveyard. Oh, it's only at 1 cost. So it's a lightning bolt with Delirium. There we go. Optimistic Scavenger. Saw.
It's a spur. Oh.
It's
It looks
literally
like a spur,
it's
but-
literally like Saw, like the movie.
Yeah.
So again, house cartographer, guys peeping through the mirror here. Oblivious Bookworm. Oh, we got another mythic. We got 2 mythics in 1 pack. So Funeral Room and Awakening Hall. Oh, the Wakened Up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. When you unlock this door, return all creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Abandoned Campground, Possible Inferno, and then you got. I like these cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$52.99 for the bundle.
Really?
But I get 5% off.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Oh, you know what? We're using the front-facing camera, so.
I think it's fine, right? When it translates.
What do you mean when it translates?
It's almost like it's front-facing, but it looks like it's facing us.
Oh. Well, I mean, the lens doesn't focus, so there's a certain distance. So if it looks blurry on the screen, it's going to come out blurry. Okay. But if you find like the right distance and then you can like zoom in on it, then it should be fine. The Nightmare cards. Just in time for Halloween.
Yeah.
I think, I think there's a little bit of a fascination in it, because sometimes like scary themes like this, it forces us to examine like who we are,
You say, oh, these are great cards. I'm like, oh, why?
You're already like zoned out. You're on your phone.
No, well, so
you're like looking away.
The commander decks are like $49.99, and the bundle is $52.99.
What the hell?
Oh, it's weird.
That is weird. They should have never given us this much power. What the heck? That's so random.
Somebody like put that in there.
With a QR, and there's a QR code. Scan the QR code. See what's going on with that.
Is it the next version of the...
Oh, it's going to the secret lair. It's like, hey, spend more money.
Oh. Coming soon.
Oh my god.
Order now.
Yeah. Worry watchdog, vanish from sight. Did you ever see that meme? It's like, oh, I got so much money. Money's like pouring out of my pocket. It's like, what am I going to do with all this money? And then the Wizard of the Coast CEO is like, yeah, that's how we imagine our customer to be. That's our target.
Just spend all your money.
Living Phone, Scorching Dragonfire, Winter's Intervention. Oh my god, dude.
See, yeah, the cards are different again. It's back to...
It's back to the rough style, yeah. Clammy Prowler. Oh, there's Terramorphic Expanse with the artwork on it. Scabbling Skullcrab. Fear of Being Hunted. No repeats.
No.
Gremlin Tamer. Walt of Rage. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. Until end of turn, whenever a creature you control dies, exile a top card of your library. You may play it until the end of your next turn. And then Flood Farm Verge. These are good lands, and everyone's had a land. Oh, I love that Plains.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's an amazing Malevolent Chandelier. What the heck? Alright, we'll show them off. Oh, by the way, we got like some viewers on our last video.
It's probably me.
Yeah, I know. Well, the thing is, though, is that according to the statistics, the people who watch them, like, watch the whole thing. So it's low view.
Do they walk away?
They might walk away too, but you know what? That's okay because it all adds to the. Even if they like play it and walk away, like it all adds to minutes watched.
Oh.
Yeah, because I get the update. Like so many people, and it's not like a few minutes. It's like 11,000 minutes or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
See there.
Yeah, pretty good.
See your mom.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, we're just cranking through them. Yeah, right. So there we go. Is it? It's a spirit token. So let's see. Okay. We've got our first repeat.
Oh.
Yeah, the cheerleader won't go away.
Oh, that one too.
I think so. Ticket booth.
Yeah, it was in the other one.
It was it.
The
Okay.
first one.
Final Vengeance. Yeah. Spine Seeker. Yeah, we're starting to get like a little bit of a erratic apparition. Oh, that's like the girl from the ring. Hardened Escort, Glimmer Bursts, Scrabbling Skullcrab, Fear of Being Hunted. Oh look, here we go. Rescue Bestie. At the beginning of your second main phase, if Kona Rescue Bessie is tapped, you put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. It's a pretty good card. We got a Planeswalker here. Kato, Bane of Nightmares. Ninjutsu. Huh. Legendary Planeswalker, Kato. And then Surveil 2, to draw a card for each opponent who lost life this turn. Tap target creature, put 2 stun counters on it. It's a good card. Balustrade Worm. This spell can't be countered, trap all haste. Return Balustrade Worm from the graveyard to the battlefield with finality counter on it. Alright, here's the artwork. There's our ninja. Man, that Texas air quality is like amazing. You don't really realize how dirty the air is until you spend a month in Japan breathing the clean air.
And then you come back.
And then you come back and you're like, alright, almost done. Yeah, it's more repeats.
Oh,
Yeah. But this one, Terraria Watchdog, yeah, we had it before.
Okay.
Yeah. Living Foam. Yeah, it's all the same. Monstrous Emergence. Oh, look, VHS, found footage. Alright. Irreverent Gremlin.
Yep, there goes the air quality.
Dude, it's really bad.
I know.
I don't remember it being this bad.
It's because it hasn't rained. We're in a drought.
Or was it always this bad? I never noticed.
You just try to stay indoors.
Well, you know. Oh, look, there's another one.
Oh, wow.
It's like when I was flying over here yesterday, my throat was really dry.
Yeah.
And there was this lady sitting next to me on the plane. And she just wanted to like talk to me all the time, dude. Just like, you know, like just relentless, dude. Just like there would be a moment of silence.
Apparently that's your passenger plane that you...
And then she was like, the gears were working, like trying to think of a question to ask me. Like, oh, okay, well, you know, what do you think about Galveston? You go to Galveston. What's your phone like? Do you like your phone? I was thinking about, where's a good place to go in Houston? And I was like, Jesus Christ, like, shut up. I'm trying to sleep. It's like, nobody wants to talk. I just got back from Ministers training.
And that's the first thought that comes to your head.
Yeah, just leave me alone. Don't even talk to me. Pretty bad. Alright, last pack. Going on 42 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Isn't it? It's like so funny with these cards when you open them. Oh, wow.
Are those... What are those?
They're like eyeballs. Fear of Surveillance. It's an enchantment creature nightmare. Like, who comes up with this stuff? Benevolent Chandelier. And then there's another room. Grand Entryway. Elegant Rotunda. Beastie Beatdown. 2-star creature you control, target creature and opponent controls. Creature deals damage equal to its power to the creature and opponent controls. Razor Skin Hordecaller. Flood Pitch Drowner. Keys to the House. What type of keys are those? Did you see where I tried to zoom in on it? I tried to attention to zoom in on it. God. Unstoppable Slasher. There we go. Wow. Answer the Enigma. And then finally it's so funny, the first couple of packs I'm all like, you know, going into it. My pack 0.
The end, it's like...
Towards the end, I'm just like speed reading them, like not even lovingly reading the cards
Yeah,
anymore.
like duplicate.
Yeah, we're done. Let's see. There you go. Like, there's our... Man, yeah, that's interesting, yeah. There you go. Amazing. Alright. Let me see. Let's see what the lands look like. Oh,
When the spoils And one is just...
Yeah, that's usually how it is. So they're all full arts, or actually, so the way it used to be is it used to be all full arts, which here they are. See, so it used to be all full arts, but now they only gave us 5 full arts, or 5. So there's our full art cards. But it used to be all full arts, but now it's just 5, and then you have partial arts. So there's your partial arts right there. Rules text, and then to I guess make them more collectible, right? So, you know, so if you want like a full set. Oh yeah, you're right. Look at that. Look, even the back looks different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's off slightly. So we got the bonus card, Grievous Wound. Player loses half their life rounded up if they're dealt damage. And then there's our foil cards. So you got the special card, you got the foil version, 5 is 1 of each, and then you got the regular cards. So that's it. That is the Duskmourn House of Horror bundle. So, I think that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we got $50 worth of entertainment just looking at it. Right?
So I wonder how these cards are going to start looking at, how are they going to start looking after this one, because it seems like some of them are repetitive to the original. So like this is like kind of like a Back to the Future kind of thing, where they recreate something that they've already done.
Yeah, they're running out of ideas. Well,
Yeah.
we got the new CEO, and he's basically having to take over from Cynthia.
Yeah.
And she kind of just really, like, just, you know, in a way what she did was kind of good, and in a way what she did was kind of bad, because, you know, I think she's going to go down in history of being, like, one of the most controversial CEOs, because some of the stuff she did was not very popular at the time. She overprinted, you know, Amazon don't, so she cut out her own suppliers.
Yeah.
Like, you know, she undercut her own distributors from the sheer amount of volume that they were dealing with. A lot of card stores closed because of her, because she totally crashed the economics. And then, so not only did she did both at once. She was responsible for crashing the price of basically the cards.
Yeah.
But then it was during her watch that she also introduced some of the most expensive sets of cards ever, which was Commander Masters and the Lord of the Rings edition. So,
Which I didn't get that one.
not a lot of people did. You know, so the whole idea between Commander Masters when it came out was that she was basically trying to undercut the card shops, because most of the card shops had like a meta going on. Some cards were more popular than others, so they were consistently looking for and stocking certain types of cards. And what Cynthia ended up doing was she took those cards and she reprinted them in a set called Commander Masters. So the whole idea is that instead of going to your card store and like looking through the card and buying that card that you want, the idea was that you could give Wizards like $400, you know, which is what the boxes were going for.
Yeah.
And then you would basically get the box that basically had the card store in it. You know, all the singles. And so she did that to undercut. And then she was also responsible for the Lord of the Rings IP also, right? Which is initially what got the price creep going. Because before then, it was like, they had the Dungeons and Dragons IP, but prices were reasonable, decks were reasonable, everything was super reasonable, right? I'm talking like $12, $15. Like, you know, it was a ton. But then the Lord of the Rings came out, and it suddenly boomed. The Commander decks were like $60 a piece, and people just, so much money flew out of everybody's pockets. And then right when everybody did everything to buy Lord of the Rings, sold their cars, dug through all the cushions, did everything they could. Then it was like Commander Masters came out. No room to breathe.
Yeah.
No breathing room whatsoever.
Yeah, it was back to back. It actually overlapped each other.
It was relentless. And then people just started tapping out, you know?
So her goal, her mission was to have a bigger margin, a profit margin. Because I don't know how much costs were affected during her time. But if it stayed the same, or if it didn't budge any higher, but your retail is much higher, then she banked on the. Well, you would think she would bank on the profit margin, but if she didn't sell enough, then yeah, it didn't matter.
We'll never know the finances, what the real story was. I know she was highly dependent on Amazon. I know that she cut a lot of distributors out. A lot of card shops closed. But so this new guy, he took over. He used to be a former, I think he was former Hasbro, and now he's specifically in MTG. And ever since he's taken over, the stuff has like taken a new turn. You know, Bloomberg was good, and not just the aesthetics of cards, but like the play style also, and then like really pushing those barriers. Where Cynthia just reprints a bunch of the old stuff into Oblivion.
Yeah.
It seems like the new guy is really interested in trying to take it to a new direction, where they're really kind of explore what they can do with these cards. You know? So.
Well, with Cynthia though, wasn't she responsible for the mystery boxes?
The mystery boxes were third party. So I don't think she was responsible for mystery boxes. I think there were companies that were buying all the old stock and then they were repackaging it into the mystery box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. The chaos box.
Yeah, the chaos box, the mystery box. There was another. They did another one. What was it? We opened a few, and it was all command.
Yeah, the mystery commander box.
Yeah.
From Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Costco's doing stuff now. Costco released a commander deck. They got those bundles. Yeah, we're not going to Costco yet.
I refuse to get a membership.
Well, no, they actually just re-released the Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a Costco only deal, and it's got like a few other like gotchas and things. But it's just they're taking all that old product, repackaging it. We'll never really know what's out there, and that's really what comes up. We don't know how many old copies of the Dungeons and Dragons stuff, the Commander Masters. We don't know how much of that stuff is sitting on shelves somewhere.
It's on your shelf.
Yeah, it's on my shelf. Yeah. Okay, I think that was a good rant. We're almost right at 53 minutes.
Oh yeah.
It's impossible to keep these videos short.
To like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
10 minutes, 15 minutes. Yeah.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Until next time.
I guess we'll go ahead and sign out, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Until next time.
Until next time. Next bundle.
Next bundle. How do I turn this off?